Hey, this is Kevin Douglas. Back to recording. Kind of getting back into the swing of things for 2018. So just in the practice room right now. We do have leagues now. That's something different than when I was recording before. But kind of as I get back into the swing of things, I'm just playing a couple practice matches before I start heading to the leagues. So this hand would be probably pretty good with 1 mana. Ancestral Recall could smooth our hand out, but as it is with no mana, it's a pretty definite mulligan. I think this looks alright. Assuming we're going to draw into some action. Mental Misstep, Null Rod will help you slow down anything that we're playing against. Same thing, Wasteland. We're going to see a Scry, put that Lord on top. Phantasmal Image, copy the Lord. So we'll see how this goes. It's not a super powerful hand. So we got Gitaxian Probe. I don't necessarily care if they see anything here. I think I'd rather spend my Mental Misstep on something else, except, you know, like a Soul Ring, especially if they're playing like it looks like maybe they're playing Storm. So Mental Misstep, I trade them the information drawing a card. They'll know I have Null Rod. I think I just let them do it. Because like I said, I'd rather get like a Dark Ritual or a Soul Ring. Mana Vault. Something like that. So Scalding Tarn, but again, if they're in Storm, might go to get like an Underground Sea. So we'll just play Island and pass. So it'd be great to get a Forcible here, because I really want this Null Rod to resolve. If they don't do anything, I might just go Lord of Atlantis. And try to start applying some pressure. And then next turn I'll have the choice of Phantasmal Image, copying the Lord, holding up Mental Misstep, or, you know, Wasteland. So I won't be Wastelanding an Island. So there's Brainstorm. I'm okay with that. So they know about the Wasteland, so they're probably playing it a little bit safe. Still not totally sure what we're playing. So the risk of playing Phantasmal Image this next turn is that if they do avoid a remove Lord of Atlantis, then it is a bit of a time walk on myself. Whereas if I play Master of the Pearl Trident, even if they remove Lord of Atlantis, I still have a creature down. I think I'll go Master, just so we prevent that like blowout play. There's a Force of Will. We'll start swinging in here. So they went on Gun Island, which is interesting. They didn't really need to. Okay, so they brainstormed there, so that's probably why they fetched. So that makes sense. All right, so another Atlantis. So again, I think we're just going to run out this Lord of Atlantis. Save the Phantasmal Advantage because we don't get it blown out. And then now I think we can Phantasmal Image. And if they have a way to remove one, then it won't totally fizzle. So they're going to fetch here down to 12. Here's a red, maybe for a Pyroblast. Tap in 2 blue. Echoing Truth, maybe? That'd be pretty nasty. Nope, they're going to dig through time. So fetch the mountain first, thin their deck a little bit, then dig through time. So looking at the top 7 cards here, they're going to pick 2 of them, put them in their hand, 1 red mana. If they have a Pyroblast, no, they're going to force a will it. So between their fetches and force a wills, they've taken 5 damage. So they're down to 8. Another Lord would present lethal on board. But I'm beginning to wonder if they're just playing some sort of Delver deck. I'm seeing a lot of basics. You know, a lot of card filtering. Kind of like a, what do they call those? Turbo Xerox decks. So there's Preordain. I could have mental misstepped that, but I think it's safe to hold on to right now. Yeah, so this is a Pyroblast. We'll go ahead and try to Pyroblast that, or mental misstep that. And so drawing a Lord here and having it resolve would be pretty sweet. So we'll see if we can run out this Null Rod first. And I think I'll tap the Wasteland and Island. I don't think they're going to present a good Wasteland target. And this makes them think that maybe the next card I drew is double blue, but they just let it resolve, they don't care. Alright, so they're down to 2. And if they really are a Delver deck, going down to 1, then we might be in a good spot, because they're going to need a pretty good sequence of cards to be able to remove both Lords. And even if they get like a young Pyromancer or something, they're not going to be able to block unless they get the Pyromancer down and then are able to remove one of the Lords of Atlantis, because then I won't have Island Walk anymore. So Ancestral Recall's a good start. They're not conceding, so my guess is maybe like Snapcast or Pyroblast next turn. Yeah, so here we go. So we just need to maybe draw into a Lord here. Get some Island Walk. So I think it's safe to Wasteland this Volcanic Island now. And I'm not just going to run my Lord into the Snapcaster Mage. I think I'd rather just use it to get evasion. So we'll run out the Wasteland. So this is where they might turn the corner. Definitely not going to trade our Lord here. We are able to find another Lord, find a Phantasmal Image. We won't be in too bad of a spot, hopefully. They do have 5 cards, so they might just counter it. We're just drawing a bunch of land here. So yeah, this might just be where they turn the corner. Hopefully all they have is fetches now, and they're going to be kind of limited on mana. In fact, they can't even force the will because they'll kill themselves. So there's Blood Moon, that's fine. They're going to keep pinging in with that Snapcaster Mage, and we just need to find some action. True Name Nemesis would be great here. Even Silver Dull Adept. There's Metal Misstep, that's fine. So there's Jace. So they're going to draw 3 cards. Yeah, I really want to draw a True Name Nemesis now. Because they're starting to turn the corner. We've still got a bit of a healthy life total, but all it's going to take is one good turn from them to go Young Pyromancer, make a bunch of tokens. Perfect. Hopefully they cannot counter this. We have the Mental Misstep for a Pyroblast. But they don't have mana for a Pyroblast. And they could not force a will there. So I'm hoping that that's just game. They don't have any Edict effects. I could just run Lord in here. They have to block with Young Pyromancer. I mean, I don't need it for Island Walk. I think I just attack in here. I mean, maybe that's the wrong call, but it seems like getting rid of that Young Pyromancer just buys us time. So I'm not really sure what they could do here. They would need some sort of sweeper effect. So there's they're going to return Snapcaster Mage. Maybe Ancestral Recall, maybe Dig Through Time. But I don't really know what they are digging for here to get rid of a True Name. Cool, so we got that game. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of Null Rod. I think I like this member. Grafdigger's Cage is interesting. I think it just kind of depends on, do we feel like Grafdir's Cage is better than Dismember? I think I'm okay running one Grafdir's Cage and bringing in 2 more Dismember. This seems like a pretty solid hand. I'm gonna go ahead and keep. It doesn't stop anything super broken, but it is pretty aggressive. Has a Dismember to handle an early threat. So maybe they're going to counter this mental misstep. So we could go Curse Catcher, hold a Flusterstorm or Mental Misstep. We could start to try to run out some Masters. I think I'm going to go Curse Catcher. Maybe we'll catch him on tempo with a Dismember on like Young Pyromancer next turn. And then if we draw another land, we're able to start to hold up this Dismember, Flusterstorm, while still casting out our Lords. And if we're able to cast a Lord next turn, it doesn't really change our clock as if we had gone Lord. Unless we were just like going to string Lord, Lord, Lord. I really would have liked to have drawn another land there. I mean, Cavern of Souls would be amazing. I think we run Lord out. We might be able to catch a Pyroblast with Mental Misstep, but I think we just have to be aggressive here. If I'm just holding back, holding up Dismember or Flusterstorm, I don't think that's very good. So there goes Lightning Bolt. I'm going to Mental Misstep that. No Mental Misstep. I think that's fine. I mean, there's no way I'm going to sacrifice the Curse Catcher for that. They have a Volcanic Island still up. Preordain. So here's where Merfolk kind of struggles against some of these other, like Jeskai or Blue Red Delver. They're going to be able to start cycling through the deck, finding what they need, and we're just going to kind of be relying on like top decking. And so we could run out of gas here pretty quick. So I could run out the Curse Catcher, or I could run out the Master. I think I run out Curse Catcher, hold up like Flusterstorm, Dismember mana. So there's Snapcaster Mage. I'm gonna go Mental Misstep. I think that's fine to Flusterstorm. And then next turn, Master Pearl Trident. And I'm only doing that because I want a certain threat density here. And even though the Curse Catchers are small, I'm not going to run this Curse Catcher on the Snapcaster. I'm going to wait till I can hopefully land this Master. And hopefully start just like running them over. So 4 mana, I feel like if they had a Jace, they probably would have run it out there. Looks like they're probably just holding up a bunch of interaction. We've got Black Lotus. We could use Black Lotus to cast Master and dismember the Snapcaster if we need to. Or we could hold it in case we draw like a True Name Nemesis. So I think I'm just gonna dismember. So we could dismember the Snapcaster, just get in with 2 Curse Catchers. Could play the Master, hope that in those 3 cards they don't have anything. I guess even if they have Force of Will, they're gonna go down to 1 card to do it. I think I'm gonna play my Lotus. I guess they could run a Braid. So we'll see if this Master gets countered. Did not. So we'll attack in. They might destroy the Master here, trade one of the Curse Catchers. Yeah. They're down to 2 cards. So 2 blue. Looks like they're going to Treasure Cruise. Yeah, and this is where we typically lose these types of games. They basically just trade like 1 for 1 or 2 for 1 until they're able to just gain a bunch of card advantage. I mean, we're at 48 cards. They're still at 42. We are going to be at least dismember this Young Pyromancer. And play a Lord. So unfortunately, I'm just going to cast off this Black Lotus because I need to kill this Young Pyromancer this turn. So even though this makes it so I can't cast a oh man. So I wonder if I should cast Lord first, see if they try to counter it. Sacrifice Curse Catcher if I need to. And then if I dismember, if they try to counter it, I'll have the Curse Catcher up. So I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, so now if they try to Force Will me, dismembering this Curse Catcher, I'm going to be able to sack the Young Pyromancer. I'm going to be able to sacrifice the Curse Catcher. So they're at 3 cards, 4 cards now with their draw step. We're at 1. Looks like they do have some land. Maybe a Jace coming up. Consecrated Sphinx. Whenever it comes, you may draw 2 cards. That's pretty rough. It's out of dismember range, so hopefully we just draw a bunch of gas. And they don't. Go ahead and play a Curse Catcher. There's a Mental Misstep. I think that's fine. If we swing with Lord Atlantis, we can dismember this Consecrated Sphinx if they block with it. And not lose our guy. So unless they're able to counter this with like a Force of Will, but that was a good trade for us. But now they still have 4 cards. We're still at 0 now, top decking. But we do have pressure. But here comes Snap, Bolt. So again, we're just going to kind of rely on having to top deck Lords. We can't even cast a True Name Nemesis right now. But going land, True Name Nemesis would be good. I'm going to run that out there. I probably shouldn't have. Because if they have Wastelands of their own, they're just going to take us off True Name mana. So I think I may have done that a little bit too quickly. There's really wasn't anything I was going to do with this mana. I'm not going to target in their lands, so I think that was maybe a bit of a loose play there. So they went bottom. They're going to start to race us, which now we're at 8, they're at 8. We're gonna lose this race. But I'm not going to block because I'm just kind of hoping to top deck some Lords and kind of turn the race in our favor. But with 3 cards, they have to have some kind of interaction. So we can't even cast a Silver Gull Adept, but I'm going to have to run this mana now, because if we do draw into another land, oh man, I just skipped through combat. If we do draw into another land, you know, and maybe that's not even that bad because I might want to trade here. So I didn't do it on purpose, but it actually makes sense at 6 life with a Bolt deck. Yeah, so that's why I ran that land out last turn. See if this sticks. I mean, they can hard cast the Force of Will now. And a Drain, huh? Alright, so they're going down to 6-2. We're gonna have tons of mana. Brainstorm. Yeah, unless they're just drawing into like garbage and we can run like a couple True Name Nemesis together or something. I think we've probably lost this one. So there's Jace. They're going to fetch away that Brainstorm. Got 3 more cards for Brainstorm again. Got 1 mana floating. They're going to dig through time. Yeah, I think we're just done. So they've gone through 13 more cards of their deck than we have. So hoping for just a fast start next game. We'll see what this draw step brings, but yeah, see, I think they have to start going in. Yeah, they're gonna. So we'll see what we draw here, but so I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't just. I mean, next turn they can actually just bolt, snap, bolt, or excuse me, return Snapcaster with Jace to bolt again. Put us down to 1. Yeah, there's Spell Snare. So we're just going to concede that one. So good game, opponent. And then I still like our sideboard plan. I mean, maybe we even go with another Dismember, but I don't think so. I like Grafdigger's Cage. At least one of. Yeah, and just hope that we get off to a pretty fast start. Cavern of Souls would be really good. Yeah, this is perfect. We're going to get a turn 2 True Name, Uncounterable, Wasteland, Wasteland. I think this is really... Wasteland might be bad here if they're able to go a lot of basics. Oh, but they're just conceding the game there. That's a bummer. Lame. Well, I think that we would have done really well here. You know, turn 1, Curse Catcher, probably hold up the Mox. Turn 2, True Name, hopefully draw. Yeah, we would have drawn Lord of Atlantis. We would have had Force of Will backup. Not that we would have needed it because we have Cavern of Souls to get True Name down. Uncounterable Lord of Atlantis the next turn. Wasteland, Wasteland. Looked pretty good. So, but bummer we can't play game 3.